Israel has tightened up its economic blockade of the Gaza Strip. Today, the Israeli Navy turned away a Libyan ship carrying 3,000 tons of humanitarian supplies. That blockade has been in place for almost a year and a half, despite occasional exceptions. Right now, there's not much that's getting across that border. Trade has been, for the most part, shut down, which makes launching a new high-tech startup with offices on either side of that border a dicey proposition. From the Marketplace Entrepreneurship Desk, Daniel Estrin reports.
They call their company the Global Host Operating System, or G.ho.st for short. And this is one G.ho.st with a mission.
Emails on the web, photo albums are on the web. It's time to have the whole computer on the web.
The alpha version is already up and running online. Zvi Schreiber, the CEO of G.ho.st, gave me a tour. He's an Israeli who grew up in England.
Okay, so to go to G.ho.st, I just opened the website. And what G.ho.st is doing now is recreating my desktop just how I left it. So it's actually opening up whichever programs I had open last time I logged in.
It's kind of surreal. You're looking at a web page, but it feels like you're staring at your desktop. And all of your files are right there on the web, which means that if your laptop gets stolen, you don't have to worry too much. Ask Zvi. It just happened to him last month.
Absolutely, got stolen from a car. When I went out and bought a replacement laptop, I just logged on to G.ho.st and carried on working. I didn't spend days trying to recreate stuff from backup.
Getting G.ho.st off the ground is quite a logistical challenge. Because this is no Silicon Valley. Here in the desert, near the Jordan Valley, workplace conditions are radically different.
Okay, we are in the road of the Dead Sea with the smell of the gas from the gas station and the animals. There are horses here and 2 dogs.
Rami Abdul Hadi is the marketing director at G.ho.st. He's with 4 other Palestinian employees, and they're meeting with G.ho.st's R&D director, who's Israeli.
So let's brainstorm a little bit about this. It's got a bunch of components.
The meeting place is a rundown coffee shop in a kind of no man's land between Jerusalem and Jericho.
For implementing this feature, we need some support from the server, from the user experience.
I agree. I think there are 2 levels here.
The idea behind this unlikely partnership came from CEO Zvi Schreiber. He wanted to help strengthen the Palestinian economy. So he did a Google search for Palestinian businessmen and eventually met with a few.
And I was very pleased to find that there are a lot of good engineers there, but very little industry. There's very little software industry there.
But this is where it gets complicated. Israelis are not allowed to visit Palestinian cities, and most Palestinians do not have the special permits to enter Israel. So G.ho.st maintains 2 separate offices, one in Ramallah and one in the Israeli city of Modi'in. They're just a few miles apart, but worlds away from each other, on different sides of a 27-foot-high concrete barrier.
You know, ghosts go through walls, and our company name is also an analogy to the fact that you can work through the walls and through the barriers.
Daily meetings take place by video conference. But when they need to meet face-to-face, the desert coffee shop is the easiest place to do business. The tense political situation here makes it seem like one of the last places in the world where you'd find a successful startup. But Abdul Hadi says that IT is a line of work that Palestinians can actually do with little hassle.
The high-tech require only emails, coding, using the internet. It does not require exporting and importing. That means that we don't need to cross checkpoints, ask for permissions to export and import products from outside Palestine, for example.
As G.ho.st prepares to launch its beta version, they're confident about its success. Because when you compare it to bringing about Mideast peace, creating a virtual computer doesn't seem so difficult. From the desert, somewhere between Jerusalem and Jericho, this is Daniel Estrin for Marketplace.
If you want to check out G.ho.st for yourself, the link is on our website. It's marketplace.org.